gonna be honest with you guys. When I say I don't know what I should record today, I really mean I don't know what I should record today. So I was just perusing, trying to figure out what the heck is it that I could do that possibly could be a good video. I'm like, well, there is some houses that are pretty ugly. So yeah, we're gonna be renovating one of those bad houses. Honestly, it's probably gonna be a burner downer than a fixer upper, but that's regardless of the point. So today we're here in Evergreen Harbor Canal Corner. As you know, this house is interesting. Don't get me started on the fact that it already bothers me enough that you can't interact with any of the other houses in the neighborhood, and some of these modern homes, like this street, except for maybe that one, looks really nice. Like, I think they forget when you make the homes modernized, you can still make them look relatively normal. Oh, whatever. All I know is that this world is very glitchy and still needs to be repaired in so many ways. But regardless, we're going to be fixing this house today. So let's get straight into it. Now, the first thing is, this house is so bad, we're starting from the beginning. Because my plan is, I've seen plenty of houses that are kind of designed like this, like just two squares on top of each other, no more, no less. But I think what would definitely help is if we made the walls shorter. So that way we don't have to worry about that whole part. So I think this is like a good first start. Obviously, maybe drop the house roof a little more just so it fits a little better. But I think this is a much better house design. What I think is also something we could do is we could put a tiny little like door to the backyard. I saw they have this new feature which makes me wonder, okay, so we can do this with stairs. So if I wanted to, I could just grab one side and go yeet. I also heard something new is that, so if I put a railing on here, it's like that, obviously. But now if I click on it, I can decide, what the heck is this button? What's this button do? I don't get it. Oh, that's interesting. Well, this button basically is new, so now it lets you do that, but also you can decide if you want different railing. Now, personally, I think this is a cool update. However, the only complaint I relatively have is I think it should be more like The Sims 3 and The Sims 2, where you just grab a railing and go plop, plop, rather than having this whole different menu. But it's the thought that counts. But yes, we will be using base game and eco lifestyle, so that way you guys can easily download this. You know, I wish there was a window like this one, but it didn't have the shutters. I feel like that would look really good. And I also don't understand why we have these windows with shutters on them closed. I would assume that's for our bathroom, which is not terrible. It's just that I don't see people using it that often, you know? Alright, there we go. Alright, that's not looking too bad. We already got a pretty decent start on this neighborhood home. So let's see if we can keep going and potentially make this look really good. There, I like those colors. I think that complements this house very well. Gives it some life and some color. Looking pretty good. This house is actually coming together, and we are at 7,000 simoleons. Now, here comes the hard part. Fences surrounding the house are very expensive, so let's everybody say a quick prayer with me that this won't be too expensive. I'm actually being legit about that. There we go. Looking nice, looking nice. The house is coming together. There comes, oh boy, the best part about the house, furnishing the inside. I hate furnishing in the inside. It just gets expensive very quickly. We are going to go with my traditional favorite. Since this is supposed to be an inner city house, it would make sense that they have like a, kind of like a interesting, like patternized kitchen. So let's see here. How do we want to do this? Let me get a rug in. Actually, let's get the couch. Let's get the couch. Let's see here. Where is Eco Lifestyle? There we go. We have this couch, which is something. It's something. I have no idea why the TV was facing the wrong way there for a second. Alright, dining table. Personally, I would love to put the dining table against the stairs, but if we do that, it's going to block the doorway into the kitchen. So I don't want to do that. Not to mention, this living room is very small, so that's going to obviously impact how well we're able to do this. Oh boy, I don't think Sims are going to be able to get by there. Ooh. If I need them to. I don't want to get a Sim to test drive this. Maybe they might be able to. Well, I will actually make sure to test drive this. But we also need, like, a bookshelf. Because, you know, Sims, they like to read. Despite how many times you tell them not to. I kind of want to bring out those brown accents this counter has. Because I feel like those would be interesting to have. Just, you know, a little different. It helps when you have a small kitchen. Has anybody else been having this weird glitch where your game's saying, like, you got something new, and then you look and it's like, there is nothing new, and I'm like, yeah, no surprise. Ugh, I hate the kitchen. It's always way too dang expensive. Alright, bathroom. It would be cheaper to get a shower tub It would be cheaper to get a shower and a tub. So we could do like upstairs is like the bathtub, downstairs is shower, or vice versa. You get what I mean. There we go, basic bathroom setup. This is just so we have a budget in the first place. Alright, bathroom upstairs. Again, we'll be getting a cheap shower. Sink. Toilet. Okay, we'll need a bed. Then we'll need a nightstand, which will have a light. We will get to that soon. Then we need a dresser, which good news is we have the perfect corner for that. And for kids' room, I'm thinking we do child-infant combo. So like child bed, and then infant cradle. Like that's what I'm thinking we do. Okay, now that we have all that covered, we can go around the house and do some quick updates to make sure we have at least a basis for this house. We can get a little welcome rug. Like welcome into the house. Okay, there we go. Bathroom is next. So bathroom, toilet paper, soap. Well, actually, no soap. Fake laundry basket. Alright, that looks good. Kitchen. Kitchen pretty much has everything it needs. I don't really need to add much more. Something I do for kitchens that are kind of dim is I will put a little light underneath the kitchen counter cabinet. Because that's something I've seen in real life. And I've actually lived in my grandma, I think her house had one. We also have one above the sink in our house. What if we made that it? What if we grab this light, and the lighting for in here, if you need it, is just a light above the sink. That way we're not blowing the budget. Alright, for the bedroom, obviously we're going to want a desk lamp. Maybe a little flower or something over here. Rug underneath the bed would be definitely a must. See how much just a few decorations can really bring a room together? Like, it makes it go from boring to exciting. Alright, now for the kids' room. Obviously, I already expressed what I want to do with it. There we go. Kids' bedroom didn't take that long. We need those. Alright, here's the back patio area. So this is going to be a little interesting to figure out. What if we copy this roof? Bring it over here. Don't worry, it's not going to be as big. We can grab $300! Holy crap! Why is it so expensive? This is supposed to be gardening stuff. How much is the hose? 100. Okay, that's not as bad. Just, oh my gosh, 300 simoleons. I'm not paying that. I just got an idea. Yeah. My idea is good. Now this is landscaping. This is probably one of my favorite little landscaping jobs I've ever done in this game because it's just, oh my gosh, compliments of chef, i.e. me. It's looking great. All right, I think we're done. Is there anything else I can last think that I would want to add? Maybe some like, maybe just some outdoor lights, just to make it look a little nice. There we go. Check it out. This looks really insane. I mean, this looks pretty good. I don't even know how I built this. Like, that's how good it looks. Alright, so I did check. The house is completely playable. Can be played by your Sims. And it will leave your Sims with 1,000 simoleons if you have one Sim. So it is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, we have a magnificent starter home. And the perfect part is, if you like were to look at this neighborhood, you'd be like, which one's to build? And you go, oh, that one's to build. I just noticed these hydrangeas are pink. Maybe I should make mine pink too. Here we go. Just want to make sure that we have that world matching. But yeah, I think we can leave this here and I'll upload this to my gallery. You might as well just call me the king of starter homes. I will take my award. There, it's up on my gallery so you all can get it. So thank you guys for watching. Please like the video so more people can see it and subscribe to my channel if you are new. I do all kinds of Sims content here, and personally, I love making these starter homes, especially when I get to put my own touch on them and make them look overall better in the end. If you want any of this stuff in my gallery, it is garrcall, all lowercase. If you need to know how to spell it, it is in the description down below so you can find my builds. On this Sims channel, we do all kinds of content, including news, reviews, gameplay, and build videos just like this one, where on my gallery page, also in other videos, I have several starter homes that you should check out. Other than that, check out my other channel, Garrett Wolf. It is my main gaming channel where we not only play games every Monday and Friday, but stream pretty much every day except for Tuesdays and Thursdays, so check that out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!